guitar course. My name is Chris Madsen, and I'm the author of this course, and I'll be helping you out going through it. Spanish guitar, it's a beautiful type of guitar music, and it's very generic. It's not there's not one type of Spanish guitar. Like for instance, what I was just playing right now is kind of a flamenco style, and sometimes there's nice, beautiful arpeggio work with melodies. The gypsies used to play a lot of guitar around their campfires and whatnot, and the origins of the Spanish guitar are based around that. This is a nylon string guitar or a classical guitar. There's also official flamenco guitars, which are nylon, a little bit narrower, thinner bodies, and they have tapping plates on both sides so you can tap while you're playing. Most people play on a nylon string guitar, but if you don't have one, Spanish guitar can be played on any type of guitar, electric guitars, steel string guitars, but traditionally it's a nylon string, and the sound is most Spanish with the nylon string guitar. So if you do have a nylon, pull that one out. We're going to be using certain chords mainly in this course. One is an E chord. Now remember to keep your fingers on the fingertips when you're playing these chords. E, and then A minor, and B7, a C chord we'll be using, D minor, E minor, E7, F major 7, which is like a bar chord F, but rather than bar I'm just putting my finger on the second string, first fret. And there's a G chord, and then here's a beautiful chord that works well with flamenco. It's the E chord, but then I just move it up one fret, so it's on the second and third fret. It just kind of has that flamenco energy, so that's used a lot. Now, sometimes you're better off to play the E chord with the second, third, and fourth fingers, because then you can easily go into a bar chord like. And now if you have trouble with bar chords, like for instance in this song, or this chorus, we'll be barring at the 5th fret sometimes, and then at the 7th fret. And we'll also be using the E chord barred at the 1st fret and at the 3rd fret. Now with bar chords, if you do have difficulty with bar chords, here's a trick I've learned. I've taught guitar for over 35 years full time, and it took me quite a while to finally clue in how to get people to play bar chords. And the trick is to hold the chord first and then get your thumb in the proper position and then do the bar. You know, like normally when we're learning bar chords, what happens is we put the bar down and we struggle trying to get the chord. But it works way better and easier if you put the chord down and then bar. Just a little trick there. And there'll be some other chords used as well in here. There's some inversions they're called, or different ways of doing things. Like here's a beautiful A minor 7 chord. With a 9 there with the B note added, so that'd make it the A minor 9. D minor with an E there, so we have a D minor 9. And they're on your sheet there for chords used in this module. Now, in Spanish guitar playing, generally, matter of fact, never do we use picks. So yeah, just put your pick back in the drawer and save it for other styles. We use our good old fingers. And another thing is that there's different ways of accomplishing the same thing. And so the way I'm teaching is the way that I found that has worked best for myself and for the thousands of students that I've taught. You may be one that it works better if you do it a little different, and that's fine also. I'll give you an example. Is for instance, finger picking here with the right hand. The more traditional way is to designate the thumb for the 6th, 5th, and 4th string, index finger for the 3rd string, middle finger for the 2nd string, and ring finger for the 1st. And then pretty well whatever we do, that's the designation. Some classical players, particularly in the Segovian styles, they don't necessarily designate the thumb for 6, 5, 4 and then 3, 2, 1 strings. So there's a little bit more of a random order, and if that works for you, great. Another one is that I see awesome, incredibly wonderful players that sometimes they're resting either their baby finger or these 2 fingers on the soundboard. Now, in my upbringing and training, particularly in the classical realms, that's a no-no. You just, you play freestyle like this. But having said that, there's some awesome players that do rest their fingers down. So if that's something that you struggle with, and you really have a sense of, I need to keep my fingers down when I'm doing arpeggios. Arpeggios mean finger picking. Then do it. It's a personal call. Like if I'm doing something like, I could do that with my fingers resting, although I don't. But if you want to, great. There are times when you can't, though, with things like, for instance, a tremolo. This is called tremolo. For this, you have to have your fingers up. So there's different times. And even the seating. Now, I just put my guitar like this, which is more of a classical approach to playing. The back straight and whatnot. But normally, most flamenco and Spanish guitarists don't do that. Most guitarists don't, and that's fine. You can always sit just comfortably. Just make sure that you're not like way slouched and stuff. It's okay to be looking at the neck too, and it's okay also if you don't have fret markers. A lot of times, nylon string ones don't. You can put markers on there just to help you out, because you're going to be going up and down the fretboard a lot. Well, welcome to the course. Take a snoop at your first chords that we'll be using, and welcome to the course. Bye now.